Hi, my name is Jayoza. I coach people who have to perform when they have to give a high stakes speech, whether it's one on one, in a small group, or in front of a large audience. Today I want to talk about feedback. Now, this is something I have covered in the past, but I keep learning more about this because feedback is very important. So, let me create a kind of a hypothetical situation. Like, I'm recording this speech and I want to get a feedback, let's say from two people. Okay? What would you do? In the past, I would just send them the video and just say, give me the feedback, and ask them, tell me what you like and tell me what I could improve upon. And I would give that question to both feedback person one and person two. But I've learned something interesting from research that has been done. That may not be a good idea. A better way of getting feedback is the following. Person one, I should just ask that person to just focus on all the things that I am doing well in the video of the speech that I have recorded. That's it. That's all I want that person to focus on. Okay? Person two, just the opposite. Focus on all the things that I could improve upon. That's it. Now you might be asking, why do this? The reason is simple. It's very hard for a person, no matter how good they are, unless they are a real expert at giving feedback, and it's very hard to find those type of people, especially when you are trying to improve. So what you do is that when that person is giving a feedback on all the things that you're doing well, it's very hard for that person to suddenly transition and think in the opposite way. They can't do both. So what happens then is they'll do a very good job with all the things you did well, but then they're going to struggle with all the things you could improve upon. It's very hard for them to suddenly become negative. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very hard to do that. And a lot of that feedback that they're going to give you isn't going to be that helpful. And in fact, it could actually even hurt you. So avoid that. Similarly, if there are people who are very critical, then you ask those individuals, or let's say in this case just that one individual, to just focus on that. And then it's very hard for that person to suddenly then tell you, oh, there are all these things you did wrong, but then, you had a lot of courage to give the speech. Well, that doesn't really help you that much, okay? So let them just focus on all the things that that person finds in the speech that you could have done better. Okay, so that's something that I'm going to start doing. And I urge you to also start doing that. You'll get much better feedback. And that way, you have decoupled good and things that you need to improve upon, rather than combining them and not helping you that much. But let's suppose you only have one person. You don't have the luxury of having two people who can give you feedback. What would you do then? Okay, here's what I would do. I would only want that person to focus on things that I could have done better, things I could have improved upon. I don't really care about all the things I did well. I don't need that because I'm at a point where I know the things that I did well, but I want some critique on what I could improve upon. That'll help me more to do a better job. But that's just me. For some people, it may just be the opposite. Just tell me all the things I did well, but don't tell me all the things I could improve upon. And similarly, I think if you're just giving feedback to yourself, then that's what I would do. I would only focus on, initially, things that I could have done better. Because it's very hard to go from one to the other. Because these are two opposites, right? One, you're saying you did well, the other one, things that you could improve. And a lot of people can't do that. And try that yourself. I believe you're going to start struggling when you try to do that. So this is something new that I've come up with, because feedback is very important. You do need feedback in order to improve this difficult skill. And often you just can't find people who will give you good feedback. So what this does is you're making their life a lot easier. It's much easier for them to focus on one thing and that's it, rather than saying, well, tell me, I'll give you 5 questions, or even 2 questions can be too many. So I just say, give them just 1 question. Tell me all the things that I've done well to this person. Tell me all the things that I could improve upon. Try that and let me know what you think. And thank you for watching.